Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I'm your host, Mark Francis. Gwyneth Paltrow has opened up about her growing friendship with Meghan Sussex, though fans expecting tales of wine-soaked dinner parties in Montecito may be surprised to hear the two are, at present, strictly text friends. Speaking to people at the Mindvalley Manifesting Summit in Los Angeles, Paltrow shared, "We have a text friendship so far. I've been traveling quite a bit." Addressing persistent online speculation that the pair might be feuding, Paltrow added pointedly, "I don't like that when people try to pit women against each other." Asked if she might make an appearance on Season 2 of Meghan's Netflix series With Love Meghan, the Goop founder replied with typical Paltrow panache, "Sure, why not? You never know. I don't bake that well, but I can always try." We'll point out to Gwyneth that Season 2 is reportedly already filmed. Montecito, where both women live, may be vaguely Hollywood adjacent, but its pace is markedly slower. It's just like a small town, Paltrow mused. It's very serene, calm, beauty, and lots of nature. It's really nice. Meghan has been very busy on Instagram. The fruit spread maker and podcaster shared a serene video this weekend, arranging a bouquet of soft pink blooms while casually dressed in a beige sweater. The soundtrack, LL Cool J's Doing It, a nod perhaps to keeping calm and carrying on in her own Californian way. "Happy Sunday, friends," she captioned the clip, continuing to craft the image of a peaceful domestic life built around family, creative pursuits, and a widely mocked lifestyle brand. As viewers of With Love Meghan learned earlier this year, the Duchess's floral hobby has roots in motherhood. "I learned a lot of this when I was pregnant with my son Archie," she revealed in the series. "My girlfriends threw a baby shower for me, and one of the things we did was learn flower arranging. I started to find this really calming and meditative. I have a glass of wine and just enjoy it." Hello Magazine paid close attention to the recent Instagram posts. Meghan had shared an image of herself with Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet on the balcony of her and Prince Harry's master bedroom, marking the first time this particular space had been seen in photographs. The tranquil terrace, attached to the couple's Montecito mansion, purportedly worth $29 million, boasts a pergola-style roof wrapped in vines, elegant potted plants, and sweeping views of their manicured grounds. It also includes a telescope, hinting at a love of stargazing, a pastime made more possible under the clearer skies of California than the light-washed streets of London. Speaking previously to The Cut, Meghan shared a particularly sweet family anecdote. "One of the first things my husband saw when we walked around the house was those two palm trees. See how they're connected at the bottom? He goes, 'My love, it's us.' And now every day when Archie goes by us, he says, 'Hi, Mama. Hi, Papa.'" The newly revealed outdoor lounge and area features a chair and a sofa, making it an ideal spot for quiet evening moments once the children are tucked in bed. While the Sussexes have been deliberate in safeguarding their children's privacy, Meghan has offered small, curated glimpses into their home life. In one image, baby Lilibet is seen in a nursery adorned with wooden ceiling beams, floral mural wallpaper, a Moses basket cot, and a live orchid on a traditional dresser. The room was once styled with an extravagant castle-shaped bed, complete with a tiny balcony, an apt choice for a little princess, though it's unknown whether the furniture remains. Photos of Prince Archie's nursery have previously been released, but his current bedroom remains unseen, part of the couple's continued efforts to protect their children's identities. When sharing images, Harry and Meghan often photograph their children only from behind. Meghan took to Instagram again on Monday to celebrate her 7th wedding anniversary, sharing a carefully curated mood board of never-before-seen photographs from their life together. The post included intimate glimpses of holidays, Meghan's pregnancies, and rare snaps of their children. 7 years of marriage, a lifetime of stories, Meghan captioned the post. "Thanks to all of you, whether by our side or from afar, who have loved and supported us throughout our love story. We appreciate you. Happy anniversary." Meghan was either up early on the West Coast or had auto-scheduled the posts. "We hope the couple had a happy anniversary and thank them for all the wonderful content they provide, including Meghan's podcast." We'll have a bonus episode later today telling you what she talked about this week. We listen, so you don't have to. Confessions of a Female Founder was the number 72 on the business podcast in the United States Apple charts when we last checked on Monday. More in a moment. King Charles made a rare and personal comment on the ongoing cancer treatment during a conversation at the Education and Skills Garden Party on 14th of May. Speaking with Stanford Collis, a 22-year-old university student currently undergoing cancer treatment, the King remarked, "It's sometimes about the diet and what you eat. It can help." Collis, who was preparing to begin a new round of treatment in June, later shared that the King had asked him about radiation therapy and offered words of encouragement regarding nutrition and its role in recovery. "He was asking me about the treatment I have starting in June and spoke to me about food and diet," Collis told The Telegraph. "He also asked me if I had undergone radiation treatment, which I had earlier this year." We learned on Monday that Charles had written privately to former US President Joe Biden following the latter's recent diagnosis with prostate cancer. The two men share a warm rapport. In July 2023, President Biden was received for tea at Windsor Castle, an engagement a palace spokesman later described as extremely cordial. The monarch and his former president have also met on earlier occasions, including a bilateral meeting during the COP26 summit in Glasgow in 2021. President Biden also attended the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022. Following the announcement of his diagnosis revealed to have spread to the bone, Mr. Biden shared a message on X writing, "Cancer touches us all," alongside a photograph with his wife Jill and their cat. He added, "Like so many of you, Jill and I have learned that we are strongest in the broken places. Thank you for lifting us up with love and support." Charles and Prince Edward were left visibly startled during their visit to the Royal Windsor Horse Show on Saturday after witnessing a carriage crash on the obstacle course. The annual event, held on the grounds of Windsor Castle since 1943, was a great favourite of the late Queen Elizabeth II, who attended faithfully until her final appearance in 2022. The King and Prince Edward had been enjoying the festivities when a competitor's carriage struck a 6-foot-high gatepost while navigating a tight turn during the cross-country phase. According to an eyewitness, as one of the competitors came around on the obstacle course, the back of the carriage crashed into a gatepost they were trying to drive through. They took it too tight and the back literally clattered into it. The source added that the King immediately pointed to the scene while Edward, clearly concerned, put his hand to his face before offering an explanation to nearby onlookers. Despite the dramatic collision, no injuries were reported. No one was hurt. The 4 horses at the front were fine and they carried on. The witness confirmed, bringing relief to both spectators and participants. The incident momentarily disturbed what had otherwise been a serene and sociable afternoon for the royal brothers. King Charles debuted a more casual ensemble featuring a grey jacket, blue and green striped tie, and a red check pocket square. His look was accented by stylish Serengeti sunglasses with tortoise-shell frames and olive green lenses, and his lapel bore a personalised Royal Windsor Horse Show pin marked with HM the King, and a thistle emblem. Prince Edward completed the King's look with a similarly patterned tie and a country-style jacket. The two were seen engaging warmly with attendees and surveying the event's attractions, with the King using a walking stick as he strolled through the showgrounds. Edward then represented his brother, His Majesty King Charles III, at the inauguration mass of Pope Leo XIV. Attending without his wife, Sophie, Edward was among a distinguished gathering of global royalty, including King Felipe and Queen Letizia of Spain, as well as Prince Albert and Princess Charlene of Monaco. Photographed in formal attire, including a traditional black morning coat and hat, Edward's presence underscored his growing role as a trusted senior royal, quietly but consistently acting on behalf of the Crown at international occasions of deep significance. His attendance continues a long-standing tradition of royal representation at papal inaugurations. In 2013, Queen Elizabeth II was represented by Prince Richard, Duke of Gloucester, at the inauguration of Pope Francis, and in 2005, the late Prince Philip stood in for Her Majesty at the ceremony for Pope Benedict XVI. Some wondered why Prince William didn't sub in for his father, but William had already worked several days this month, and one doesn't want to ask too much of him. The very hard-working Prince was able to make time to attend the FA Cup final, a match that saw Crystal Palace triumph over Manchester City to claim their first major trophy, a historic moment in English football. As president of the Football Association, a convenient title to hold, His Royal Highness fulfilled his ceremonial duties by presenting the trophy. Body language expert Judy James told the Mirror, "William's body language at the Cup final pretty much defined what football is all about for any authentic fan. He walked out on the pitch wearing an expression of frowning, intense and formal-looking seriousness, showing a respectful approach to the occasion." Though initially appearing glum, the expert observed that the Prince's demeanour soon shifted, meeting the players, though William's true feelings broke through, she noted, describing him as revealing his more excited fanboy side. According to Miss James, the prince leaned into handshakes and gave away which players he knew best through double hand clasps and knowing grins. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalacecentric@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app if you watch us, and leave us a nice review if you're enjoying the show. Don't forget, we have a new show at the moment called Did He Do It? And it's following the trial of Sean Diddy Combs in New York City, and it's coming out daily, keeping you up to date on everything that's happening there. You can check that out wherever you get your podcasts. Did He Do It? I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.